This is the first grammar section. In this section, we will be covering nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and verbs.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan. Welcome to Grammar, identifying nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and verbs. We're going to learn about all of these while we play some baseball too. So let's get right to it, shall we? Sentences are made of different types of words, which have different purposes. We're going to learn each of these: nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and verbs. After learning about nouns, you will get a single. After learning pronouns, a double. A triple for learning adjectives, and when you understand verbs, you'll get a home run. For now, though, simply take a look at this list and become familiar with the terms. When you're ready to go on, click Continue. First, let's talk about nouns. Nouns are the people, places, and things in your sentences. Words like doctor, teacher, boy, Jessica, and Luke, these are all people. Words like New York, Italy, the park, school, these are all places. And words like pencil, car, and hat, these are all things.
So my name is Andy. Andy is a noun, right?
Perfect. And where are we now?
In a ballpark. And a ballpark is a noun too.
That's right. Ready to bat? You can get a single now. Great work! Now let's move on to pronouns. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. In other words, a pronoun is a substitute, so that the same noun isn't repeated over and over. If it were repeated too much, that would get pretty boring. Here is an example. The car was red. The car was going really fast. We can change the noun car in the second sentence to the pronoun it, so now the sentences read, the car was red. It was going really fast. Now look at this sentence. The dogs were wet, so they had to stay outside. Click on the pronoun. Excellent! The word they is used in place of the word dogs, so they is the pronoun. Examples of common pronouns are he, she, I, we, it, her, me, him, they, and them. Here are a couple more examples. Cole likes baseball, so he goes to many baseball games. Susie went to the beach, and then she went to the movie.
So, the pronouns here are he and she, right?
Precisely. Notice how the pronouns are used instead of repeating the noun. Time to try a few questions for practice, with you as the pitcher. For the following sentences, answer whether the highlighted word is a noun or pronoun. For correct answers, you will throw a strike. Baseball is a popular sport. Strike. The capital of West Virginia is Charleston. Strike. They drove to the museum. Strike. Paul opened the door and he went inside. Strike. Paul opened the door and he went inside. Strike. The center fielder made a superb catch. Strike. When I saw Sarah, I waved to her. Strike. Superb progress! Step up to the plate. I think you can hit a double. Okay, now it's time to talk about adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or pronoun. It tells us details and gives us greater understanding of nouns and pronouns. Some of the things adjectives describe are emotions, facts, and physical descriptions, like the appearance of something. So, cold weather. Cold describes the weather. Cold is the adjective. What type of music? Joyful music. That is how a person feels about it. Joyful is the adjective. What color is the paint?
Blue.
Right. And how did the macaroni taste?
Delicious.
Fantastic! Here is another good way to think of it. An adjective provides colorful descriptions of nouns and pronouns. What do I mean by the adjective colorful? The word colorful can be used to describe an object's color, but it can also mean giving vibrant, descriptive meaning to nouns and pronouns, bringing them to life. Let's make this image vivid with adjectives. One thing we can see is grass. How would you like to describe the grass?
Green grass.
How about the sky?
It's sunny and blue.
Hey, that's great! You thought of 2 adjectives to describe the sky. And the fans? Think about this one a moment. How would you describe them?
They look happy to be eating. Hungry fans.
Awesome work! And finally, the player. What adjective would you use to describe him?
He's already hit 3 home runs this game. So he is a fantastic player.
Great work! You know adjectives. And now you have a triple. Finally, let's discuss verbs. It's really quite simple. A verb is a word that indicates action. For instance, I ran around the bases. The action word is ran. Or, she jumped to make the catch. Jumped is what she did, so jumped is the verb. I swing at the ball. Swing is the action there. He throws the ball to the first baseman. Throws is the verb. You may notice that some of these verbs are in the present tense, and some are in the past tense. We will cover verb tenses more in the next grammar section. Let's try some questions. For the following sentences, you will be asked to click on the verb or adjective. When you get it right, the pitcher will throw a pitch and you will get a hit. But when you get it wrong, you will swing and miss. I bought a big table. Marie clapped at the funny comedian. We completed the difficult test. Sean sings country songs. They wept while the sad song played. Tom ate a lot of walnuts. Danny watched a new cartoon on TV. Fantastic job! You've mastered verbs. A home run! You've done a great job learning grammar. Now time for a review. Take a look at this list. When you're done, click the Continue button, and we will do a little quiz to see how much you remember. Click on the verb. Click on the pronoun. Click on the noun. Click on the adjective. Click on the verb. Click on the pronoun. Click on the noun. Click on the adjective. Congratulations, you've completed your training in identifying nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and verbs. Keep in mind, there are many more grammatical terms to learn, but by learning these 4, you are on your way to becoming a champion in grammar. Next, study the words from this lesson in the Learn the Words section, and then test yourself in an energy-charged baseball game.